Congressman Tim Burchett is on House Oversight, and he joins me tonight. Sir, good to have you back on. Biden on official state business in an adversarial country that most agree is the biggest threat that we face, and he brings his kid along to cut deals with the Chinese communists that will enrich his entire family. I mean, to me, that sounds treasonous.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that the lamestream media and of course our Justice Department are completely ignoring this.
Yeah.
This is a complete, they're getting on Trump claiming RICO statute, which is organized crime. You know what organized crime does? They take money to do things illegally, and then they hide the money. And that is exactly what the Biden crime family did. And if you look at all these people that in the family, the 9 family members that received these funds, I mean, some of those kids are minors, and they paid them hundreds of thousands of dollars, literally over 20 million that we know of. It's probably going to be closer to 40 million, but at what point does it matter? And we don't, and they filtered this money through shell corporations that were created for no other reason than to hide their assets. It is a complete RICO statute violation. And why our Justice Department isn't doing anything about it, well, I know why they're not. Yeah. But this is what happens again, Rob, when 20 million Americans decide to stay home on Election Day.
It's staggering when you lay it all out. And I mean, it would be the biggest story in the world if Joe Biden wasn't the subject of the story. And that's what's really sad. Yeah. We know Hunter was giving his dad half of his income. Hunter complained about it in text messages. We know that money was untaxed, which means Joe was taking in untaxed potentially treasonous dollars from places like China. What we need is proof of that account, though, because that's the tiny little morsel of deniability the media and Biden acolytes are using to fool millions of people in this country into just not listening to this story. They say, oh, well, there's no proof that Joe ever got any of the money because they don't have an actual account or a videotape of Joe just taking a big pile of money like in a cartoon and dumping it into his, under his bed.
That's you're correct, but it's obvious that's coming because we've had so many. I mean, we've had IRS whistleblowers, we've had FBI whistleblowers, we've had everyone out there who has been involved. This thing has told us, and 10% for the big guy or whatever. It doesn't matter if it's 50 cents for the big guy. It was done for influence, and that's exactly why. And a lot of these people are criminals, Rob. They can't even find them now. The people that sent the money to the Biden family. Yeah. So. You might not ever find some of them. They might have just disappeared completely from this earth.
Got to find that.
But I wish the IRS would quit bothering you and me for selling $600 worth of stuff on eBay, which they do. They'll send you a letter and show that the Bidens paid some taxes on this. That should be the outrage of this country when mom and dad are out there busting their ass every day and then giving 40 to 50% to the government. For open borders and for everything else.
And we hear this nonsense from Mr. Fair Share. Pay your fair share while I pay nothing. And 10% for the big guy plus half of what Hunter got is a lot more than 10%. Let's be honest about that.
Yeah, and I also, looking down the road, I think that's why you're seeing folks like the governor of California showing up on the trail and some others because they see blood in the water. And the Democrats, frankly, do too.
I think
they're just, they can't, these polling numbers, you can't deny when the Democrat pollsters are saying this same stuff. So you and I both know, Rob, the writing's on the wall. And every time they pop Trump, his numbers go up, as they should.
As they should. Thank you so much for coming on. Good to see you, sir.
Thanks, Rob. It's always a pleasure.